All right, welcome back everyone to a week 3/week 4 progress update. Last week I actually got here pretty late, so I had to get right to work. Didn't have time to do an intro video of what we were going to do that day or an outro video because I had stuff to do afterwards and I had to get, like I said, I got here late, so I had to get shit done and get going. So that's what I did. But we got quite a lot done. As you can see, we went ahead and took out this entire back wall right here, as well as the side wall right here, the majority of it. Only the majority of it right here, only because we have put in some new drywall on this side, so we didn't want to crack and break that. So we wanted to wait and let the electrician go ahead and slice that up for himself, so that way he can do that. But yeah, so why don't we go ahead and take a look at the time lapse that I did record of me doing that right now. All right, so now that we've seen that and we've taken care of those two side walls, it is actually time to take care of the bathroom. So why don't I go ahead and move the camera inside so I can show you guys what it is exactly that we're going to be going ahead and doing today. All right, so here we are in the bathroom. As you can see, it is quite old. Hasn't been done or touched up in a lot of years. So that's why in order to get it ready for my clients and everything, I'm going ahead and tearing out all this wall right here and all of this wall on this side as well, so that way we can get the electrical done right, we can get everything else done right, and also just have a nice clean fresh wall with some nice fresh paint in here. And so that's going to be the goal for today. Now we have to be careful with certain things. We have a light in here, but I don't know if we have power. We do have power. Awesome. So at least we can have some sort of light in here. The reason it was so dark in the garage right now when I was filming is because we do have the power off, because we have a lot of free roaming wires that just are just very much hazardous, and it's a very good reason that we tore down the walls, so that way we found those. And thankfully we have someone that we know that's an electrician, and he's going to help rewire it all for us so that it is safe and not a fire hazard as it is currently. So that's what we're going to do here as well. We're going to tear this all down. Like I said, thankfully we still have a light here, but in the garage I don't, so I have to open the garage to get light. But right now I have it closed just because I have my dog in here with me, Blue, so he's roaming around while I'm getting ready. But once I am ready to start tearing this down, I'll go ahead and open it up for light and ventilation. But this is going to be what we're doing today. So week 3 we did the back walls and stuff like that. Week 4 we're going to be doing the bathrooms right here. Next week I will actually be taking off because it is my birthday, so I won't be here working at all. I'll be out having some fun, trying to forget that I got another year older, but having fun nonetheless. So why don't we go ahead and go and get a meal in real quick, because it's about almost time for me to get a meal in. So might as well just get one in, so that way I get a fresh new 3-hour clocks before my next meal, and go ahead and get started on demolishing this bathroom. All right, so a couple hours later, here we are with somewhat almost of the final result. And I say almost because we still actually have to take out the ceiling. However, once again, as with the garage, the light is attached to there. So I'm going to have someone more knowledgeable than me do that part. And also so that way this is still a usable working bathroom. So, you know, if somebody wants to come use it, they can still turn on the light at least. So the majority of the work is done. I say the majority because, as you see, I do have all these nails that I have to take out. before we go ahead and put new sheetrock in. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, pretty much what we did today was gut the bathroom. We pretty much got started already on the sink right there. But now we are going to get working on the actual bathroom part itself. We're going to put new sheetrock, new fresh coat of paint. We have a window right here, which is nice. We're going to paint the windowsill, clean up the toilet, and it will be a nice working bathroom for my clients, which will be nice. And also just another working bathroom to have in the house, which will also be nice. So, not too much time today to work, but we got what we had to get done, and that's what's important. We made progress. So week 4 progress right here. This is kind of where it's going to stall for me just for the next following week. Like I said, it is my birthday, so I will be enjoying some relaxation and time away from this project right here. But that is for next weekend. But all in all, we are definitely making some decent progress. It is slow progress, but we are getting things done right and properly, and that's what's most important. And with any kind of project that you do, if you've done projects before, you know that nothing goes according to plan. Every time you take apart something or pull something off or break down a wall, 10 other things pop up, and you got to fix those things because, well, you already took the wall down, so might as well fix them, because if not, the next time you do decide you want to fix that, you're going to have to break the wall down. So we're actually going to have the entire garage rewired properly because it hasn't been done since the late 70s, and they didn't do such a good job apparently according to our electrician. So he's going to go ahead and rewire the whole thing, be a lot safer, a lot better. And then, like I said, we are going to put some fresh sheetrock on here. The ceiling will be done fresh as well, fresh coat of paint. It's going to look absolutely phenomenal in here once it's done for my clients, and I cannot wait to see the finished product. You know, stuff like this is why instant gratification is such a bitch, because you know you want it to be done right now, right then. You know, I have this vision in my head and I want it to be here, but it's a slow moving process, and much like with bodybuilding, you have to have that vision in your head of what you see in order to materialize it in person and everything. And so right now we're in that stage where it's like, fuck, all right. Kind of like that bulking phase where you're just like, all right, abs are kind of still visible, but not too visible. Um, time to cut. Time to cut. So that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to cut, make it look nice and pretty, and all in all, nice and clean, because this is a garage bathroom. So, like I said, and it hasn't been done really with any kind of work since the late 70s. So it was kind of dark and dingy, as you saw in the intro of the video. So now that we've gone ahead and torn it all down, going to put new sheetrock in, it's going to look brand spanking new. We are going to seal up all the cracks and crevices to make sure no spiders or bugs get in. That's going to be first and foremost once everything's sheetrocked and everything for me personally, because I hate finding spiders in my bathroom. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And yeah, so that's going to pretty much wrap it up for week 4 progress here in my garage to gym, the Bat Cave. So like I said, excited to see how much more progress we can get. Kind of running out of time, so kind of got to get shit done. But at the same time, as we're getting shit done, more shit's popping up, and I just realized either I fucked this up or they fucked it up when they were putting it in. I'm gonna say they fucked it up because I don't want to be the one that fucked it up. But it was probably most likely me. So still gotta get all the nails out, but I think I might come back tomorrow and do that because it's late now. I'm hungry. I gotta get some food in me, and I gotta get some sleep because I've been up since early. So with all that being said, guys, thanks so much for following me along on this journey. I cannot wait to show you guys the finished products. Like I said, I have this vision in my head, and I really hope I can bring it to fruition in person here and show you all. So with all that being said, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, as always, it's earned, it's never given. And have a great fucking day.